He did the same thing P did.
Shorty.
Stood up in court. Man, that was Wham. Man, Wham, that what your ever get too, rocking with the rat. And you be preaching about that shit too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Rat, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. That's a rat. I don't give a what happened. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you're a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got somebody to send the chain gang. Imagine telling them to still beat the Kato.
I don't know if Young Thug had a nervous breakdown or he relapsed on drugs, but allegedly he been hospitalized after his interrogation video went viral. And on top of that, somebody been leaking audio of him talking crazy about his peers. It could be Fannie Willis. People accusing Gunna of paying to have this information leaked. Not only was he talking crazy about Lil Baby and QC, but they also got him on audio gossiping about Lil Baby and Lil Durk with 21 Savage.
Type shit. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what like, they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Durk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them niggas ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to no.
Yeah, but that's still that. Yeah, but that's still announcing what your position is, right? But I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped the gun. But
niggas supposed to have a conversation with you for they do anything. That's
yeah,
just
but
how I look at it.
Wham did though. I talked to Wham, so we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? All right, hell no. He's like, all right, say less. Say less. Same shit. I'm talking about off top. Soon it happens.
I really want y'all to pray for Young Thug's safety because we don't know how dangerous these streets are gonna get. The people he was talking about got big bags and they're accusing him of being broke. I don't know what his money looking like. I doubt if he gonna be able to go to war with the streets because he let people call Gunna a rat all this time and come to find out he allegedly was snitching as well. If something happened to Young Thug, y'all gonna be crying and giving y'all RIPs. I'm gonna say my RIP now just in case things go left. I really hope that's not gonna be the case, but with this information I'm about to share with y'all right now, you just never know how things gonna turn out for Young Thug.
Talking about, and y'all heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfucking AI. It did that in the third. And, oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like, Gunna ratted from saying, yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying, shit, they said Roscoe the bust up.
I know y'all love Thug, and I love y'all. But y'all just bear with me. I'm finna destroy Young Thug. He will not be able to rap no more. Woody, be quiet.
After another new piece of Young Thug snitching in an interrogation room has been released, another rapper has just turned on him like 21 Savage. He just unfollowed Young Thug on Instagram after it was announced another clip of Young Thug in an interrogation room is going viral. Thug said, quote, "Promises, I made promises. Whatever anything you want to know in time, I'ma tell you, but just don't tell the world."
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Whatever.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't going to have your
Shortly after, Rollo would tweet, "Well, I lied to the feds for real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. So now you're gonna have to go through what me and Gunna went through, and we're waiting on that gospel album, twin." As Rollo is mocking Young Thug for tweeting just 2 weeks ago, "If you're a rapper and you rat, you just gotta go gospel." Now, Young Thug would actually respond to Rollo. He would say, quote, "You see, the difference between me and you is one of your friends said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. people. You said that someone actually did something that they were arrested for. I made an honest mistake, saying that we sold Lil Wayne stuff to try to prove to the detectives that we wasn't beefing with them. See the difference? And let's not forget, you told Fannie Willis you would take the stand on me and Lucci in our case just to get out of jail. Shortly after, DJ Academics would then confirm Young Thug snitched, but nobody should care.
Man, I ain't gonna cap with y'all, man. Listen, I'm having a absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von, I listen to I don't want to people, and I don't care about I don't even like I don't like criminals, but I listen to the music. I'm watching the street right now. They're going through yo, everybody, yo, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out, yo, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when street have to prove themselves to us. Because we watching like, we really don't care, but sure, crash out, go ahead.
But this would be only the beginning. Charleston White would react to this, being extremely excited for the downfall of Young Thug.
Say, listen, I prophesied this. Right now, say TCV is looking at all these old videos. I told y'all Young Thug will go tell it. I told y'all.
I'm always willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months, locked up in them conditions like that there, he'll tell to get out of jail too. He about ready to break.
I told y'all, I am the new prophet. I thought, man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Yak got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all. Hip-hop is fake.
However, Charleston White would not be done here. He would then double down, saying that he's about to go destroy Young Thug, and he appreciates Gunna for what he did.
Say, listen, Atlanta, I know y'all love Thug, and I love y'all. But y'all just bear with me. I'm finna destroy Young Thug. He will not be able to rap no more. Woody, be quiet. Rollo, you know they wrong for how they did you. Lil Baby, you might as well stop hanging with Thug. Gunna, don't talk, just stay back. Let me get this, I got y'all. Can't nobody beat me. I'm finna destroy. Thanks, come on now.
However, it would be this moment when the world would stand still, when YSL Mondo would hop on IG Live speaking about the Young Thug snitching video being leaked online, giving an inside look of somebody in the YSL camp on their feelings of Young Thug.
I just beat him off a Rico. Come home, still talking about, oh, rat, da-da-da. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your bro, cause you supposed to been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a Rico and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and bought your bitch. But that ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on there talking about, and y'all heard with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers AI, and did that in the third, and oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like Gunna ratted from saying, yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying, they said Roscoe the bus up. And then a nigga, Roscoe did 10 years behind this, and you just got on the internet tomorrow, didn't rat on you? Boy, so brainwash is sickening. Y'all need daddy figures, and y'all just be sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen, like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around, maybe they'll put me on, maybe I can get some out. Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind Roscoe. You did 10 years behind it, brother. And you just come on the internet and didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times? You feel me?
The problem is brothers talk too much. I don't understand how people can get on the internet talking for hours about somebody being a rat. Don't you know you ratting by just speaking on the mic? People be worried about somebody wearing a wire while they doing an Instagram live or a Facebook live. It really don't make no sense to me. It'd be a whole lot of people free if people wasn't talking so damn much. Men talk more than women nowadays, period. Men do a whole lot of talking. I've been talking for the past hour. I ain't shut up yet and don't plan on shutting up. That's what men do. Men talk too much. That's why women don't want to be in relationships with men, because they going to go back and tell everything. And before you know it, they mamas going to be in them beauty salons speaking about what they son did last night. It's disgusting.
As with the entire rap industry now going against Young Thug, dissing him and unfollowing him, YSL Woody would come out and start going at Pee Wee Roscoe, exposing him for having a deep secret. When Pee Wee Roscoe tried defending Young Thug, Woody wasn't having it.
And Pee Wee, don't forget about that story when you said it out your own mouth how you did with that trans. Pee Wee Roscoe, you know well not to mention me, boy. You know I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no damn screws in my head, boy. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car, and that damn swap past, and Thug tapped you and said, Pee Wee, what's up with that? And you told Thug how you stuck your lean up in it. Don't get me started.
As with the YSL label then crumbling down, things only got worse from here. His own people would start listening to the interrogation even further, and they found some disturbing moments.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the f? That was so weird. This damn came to us. Honestly, I don't know who the f did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. And knowing Roscoe, man, scrub. I'm like, you somebody, bro. But I don't know, because every day they grow ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
A tweet would then go viral reading, Young Thug came out of jail, burnt down bridges, released zero good music, and then just got exposed for being a rat. Tough scenes. This left Young Thug crashing out on IG Live with what seemed to be his entire rap career crumbling.
I ain't even talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools you can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even finna talk about none of that. Like, that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet you put it on Instagram at your house out. On God. You blocked from your page. I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about to black me. I still see it. You post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm gonna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on with that hat. Man say he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your ain't got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale sign up. Now you done went and took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man. And you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady that came took her shit back. Now your stupid gotta sell it.
However, DJ Academics would then speak on the situation where he would try to reveal the truth, saying that the rap industry is split down the middle if this is actually considered snitching or not. You comment down below what you think.
If you ask me that somebody we like snitch, no snitching. Somebody we don't like, all right, we're gonna look into it. That's how it goes. The first rule of did somebody snitch is do we like them? Keep telling y'all, it's better be liked than to be right. And let me tell you why. When we like somebody, we make them on top. He ain't tell. Yo, he mentioned his man's did the, but his man's, yeah, but his man wasn't there. His man eventually. You know the favorite one? Yo, bro. Yo, is anybody even locked up because of that? Look, ain't nobody locked up. Yo, bro, he ain't snitch. Ain't nobody locked up because of what he said. How he snitch? You know what I mean? Third one. I love this one. This is like my favorite. He ain't snitch. Yo, he just spun the cops. Like, if anything, he did him a solid. He pointed them in another direction.
But in reality, this aligns perfectly to what Gunna did when he snitched. Even though Gunna ratted, many don't care because his music is really good. But then everything changed when Pee Wee Roscoe would react, saying that Young Thug didn't snitch. It read, Pee Wee Roscoe addresses Young Thug, supposedly telling on him in an interrogation video.
Politicking, man. Jeff, clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Irish soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in the interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we said the Wayne Carter, what's wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real street. Kept it solid. Kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So, I don't, you feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR now, y'all don't remember when I was locked up now. Let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He was like, man, Roscoe ain't told y'all that thing. Yeah, that's the beauty there. That's the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like all those, everybody is in the state room, in the interrogation room, and they gave statements.
Making many fans believe that Young Thug may have wired him some money to come out and say that he didn't snitch. Because immediately after Roscoe released the video, Young Thug tweeted, they didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. #RatWare. But here's where the story gets really interesting. You may remember in the YSL RICO trial, the prosecutors did want to use evidence against Young Thug that related to the tour bus incident with Lil Wayne, which is what started the entire mess. Now, a report shared during the trial, Lil Wayne might be called to testify in Young Thug's ongoing YSL RICO trial about the 2015 tour bus incident.
There's no confrontation as to it.
It's not testimonial, Judge.
It's got to be relevant, and it's got to be for a particular purpose. Now, I'm telling you, if you get Mr. Carter in here, then you'll solve a number of your problems.
That was the judge telling the prosecutors they need Lil Wayne to testify and confirm that the evidence is true. The prosecutors claimed Young Thug created the hit for Lil Wayne's tour bus in 2015. They even went as far as to bringing the bus driver to the stand, where a report shared a tour bus operator for rapper Lil Wayne started to get emotional while recalling the moments at the bus in 2015. The operator said that he retired following the incident, where rapper Young Thug is being sued by the witness and is facing RICO charges in this case.
Tell the jurors what happened once you got onto 285.
Once I got on 285, within minutes, that's when the car came along and started at the bus.
Are you able to discern where the coming from? Is it coming from the front of the bus, the back of the bus, or somewhere else?
They started at the back of the bus. They my engine, my radiator, and just started all down the side of the bus.
And at the time, did you have those passengers? Were those passengers that came out of the club, were they still on your bus as this bus is being up?
Yeah, they were back there screaming on the floor.
But Lil Wayne, he never showed up to the YSL trial to testify, making many fans believe that's exactly what you're supposed to do, which is the complete opposite of what Young Thug did. But here's where the story gets extremely concerning. The entire situation all began with Gunna's new album, which goes and reads, "The Last One." He tweeted it as an announcement, but Young Thug replied, "Nobody wanna hear that stuff." This rubbed Gunna the wrong way. He would post on his IG story before deleting, "Just be quiet, bro. I don't mess with you no more. You unfollowed me because you're not on the album." As the name The Last One for the album is because this is Gunna's last album to finish out his contract with YSL.
Gunna is a better person without Young Thug and YSL. His whole life has improved. His health improved. His music got better. I don't see why he would ever want to do another collab with Young Thug. According to the streets, they saying that Young Thug sucked. And going back and listening to his previous albums, a lot of people was gassed up on his fame and celebrity because he came in on the coattail of Lil Wayne, but Gunna was always the real talent. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that's how a lot of people feeling about it now, especially after these rumors and allegations coming out about him snitching. I heard the audio tape, but I don't see what's so different about what he said than what everybody else is saying on the internet. But one thing for sure, this is Gunna's last album with Young Thug, and I think he gonna take it all the way to the top. If they still allow black people to come to the Grammys and the Oscars after the Chris Rock slap, I'm pretty sure Gunna is gonna win a whole lot of awards in the future.
Young Thug's label, meaning Young Thug won't be able to sit back and collect royalties off of Gunna's music anymore, which resulted in Young Thug sharing a snippet at a club party that he was at. Because in his eyes, if Gunna released new music, so should he.
Young Thug ain't even doing subliminals. He's just straight up naming. Hear this. He said, yeah, Gotti, he tricked me for some years. I ain't know that was telling. And then he says, the only reason I with you, Gunna, it was because of Troop. Now, Troop is like some other Atlanta. And supposedly that's how the story of how he kind of meets Gunna. But Young Thug is flat out saying it. I don't rock with these rats. That's what he's saying. He believe they're cooperants, okay? Now, you know, there's a tasteful way to do it in music, and there's a I don't give a let's crash out drill music type of way where you just say their names and call them rats.
But there's one glaring issue with this. This is against Young Thug's probation agreement. This led into the news writing, the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail. With the entire rap industry at that moment concerned to Young Thug going back to jail, academics would hop on live explaining the truth.
Gunna's plan, I'm telling you this is a fact. He always thought Thug would be free. But he thought that once Thug got his freedom and didn't get all those years, granted, I think he got let out maybe a year and a half before Thug. He thought Thug would forgive him. Thug would be like, all right, bro, yeah, you right. Like, what they caught you up on wasn't really, it's all good. You're my mans. You're still. Thug is not letting it go. So Gunna at that point realizes, not only is Thug free, there's no place for me on YSL anymore. And there's no love and there's no more returning to that friendship. Gunna always wanted to get back together. Thug never wanted to. And now, Gunna has accepted that. What happened is that Gunna had a YSL tattoo. He's now covered it up. You see some flames. This is the new fit Gunna. He's covered up YSL, the snake, and also the word YSL.
This resulted in thousands of fans spamming Young Thug to forgive Gunna for what he did, but it also resulted in many searching through the Atlanta court system for files to see if the police are very close to re-arresting Young Thug, which is when they found the new evidence of him snitching. As on top of the new snitching interrogation being leaked online, so did the new evidence file the feds are adding to bring to the court system to try to get Young Thug back into jail for breaking his probation. In this file, it shares lyrics from his song Money on Money, where Young Thug before the release also dissed a woman police officer, the same girl Gunna made his plea deal with.
What Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4 p.m. is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierdo. He said biggest liar in the DA office. He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted all my homies hate Vivierdo. Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is going to be like, oh, are you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case and she's basically saying, yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying and indictments finna come down.
As on top of this, Young Thug would rap in his song Money on Money, these guys telling for nothing and I gotta be the one calling them friends, where Gunna made a plea deal with that woman police officer shared in the video. Trying to save himself, knowing this would be used against him to break his probation, Young Thug would speak about it in an interview.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
But sadly, the interview didn't help him at all. The news wrote, Young Thug's legal troubles continue to bother him. The Atlanta police target him well after being released from jail. As it was announced, Academics speaks on Young Thug getting released and says the stipulations are a setup for the court to put Young Thug back into jail, explaining that it was all a setup for Thug to eventually fail, then go to prison for 20 years. But in reality, when you think further, did the feds leak the snitching interrogation video, knowing Young Thug would then crash out and break his probation?
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about it. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But right when you thought Young Thug was the only one at fault here, a report shared, Black 100 says he also has 2 hours of footage of Gunna telling on Young Thug in an interrogation room.
Hey Gunna, listen, I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah, guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
A lot of gangsters need therapy. When they get in that interrogation room and they got somebody that's willing to listen, sometimes they get comfortable, start to unwind. Y'all seen the first 48, they bring up dinners in there, they kicking back, a little bit of weed smoke in the air, pour him a drink and let him spill it. And it's not like they could talk like how they be talking to the interrogation people, like they can talk to the dudes on the street, because they know if they say the wrong thing in the street, they can get killed. But if they say the right thing in the interrogation room, they could get some time off. So can you blame somebody for feeling comfortable talking to some good white folks, especially when they telling you that they got your best interests at heart? Young Thug got caught up in the moment, but one thing for sure, he's being called a snitch all across the world. They even calling him a snitch in China. People in India not trying to sell no goods. They don't care about them tariffs or nothing. If it can end up in the hands of Young Thug, they don't want to do business. This is bad for America. We need to figure out, should we send Young Thug back to Africa? Will they accept him in Zimbabwe? He'll probably do good in the Sudan. We gonna have to figure this out, because he gonna end up dying in these streets if he stay in America. It don't matter if he in Atlanta. He not gonna be safe in Chicago. They waiting to rob him in California. It'll probably be best if Elon Musk send Young Thug to Mars.
Charleston White would then confirm all of the new snitching evidence, saying that after reading through the court files, he admires Gunna for snitching to get out of the case.
Gunna is out of prison. I never thought I would be happy to say y'all, Gunna is out of prison. Now, I'm glad he got out by telling. I think that was smart, Gunna. I'm a Gunna fan now. I'm gonna tell.
Where Charleston White would then even double down, saying that he would have done the exact same thing.
I wouldn't say what Gunna did was a snitch, because Gunna's not a... He made a confession.
As the new police file against Young Thug was then created in the Atlanta court system this week, you tell me if this is enough evidence to confirm that he violated his probation. They noted that only 1 week into being released, Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," with the name Wham referring to rapper Lil Baby. Lil Baby has been firm on dissing Gunna for snitching out of the trial early, as Lil Baby responded, "We should." The next day, Thug tweeted, "Gunna, stop Stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you. This got the attention of Gunna and his brother, who tweeted, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." Later on that night, Young Thug linked up with T.I., posting an Instagram story where he clearly says he's home and did it the right way out, sneak dissing Gunna.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
Also added into the court file was information from a DJ Academic stream where he got told that Young Thug was making several calls with rappers while he was in jail, where Young Thug was telling rappers to all avoid Gunna.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers, I just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
this would then get the attention of Gunna finally, who would respond through his lawyer. He would write, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf. This long post is solely to set out the truth. Gunna did not cooperate. He did nothing and said nothing to affect Young Thug's case."
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrant and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
He spent 8 months in jail and was released in December after entering an Alford plea. Gunna's plea deal could not be used at Thug's trial, and he was never named as a witness. Over the last 2 years, from media outlets, Gunna performed all around the world. He achieved international fame and success and earned millions of dollars. Conversely, Thug went to trial. He spent 30 months in jail and received 15 years of probation. Those that have continued to badmouth Gunna get over it, enough said. This made Tekashi 6ix9ine react, who lost his entire rap career after being labeled as a snitch. Meanwhile, Gunna is completely fine.
He just implicated YSL, so now he's home, right? All the people who's locked up, like Jeffrey, like Young Thug, now he can't go with that defense. He can't go with the defense of saying, I'm a record label.
However, Gunna's plea deal didn't only affect Young Thug's life, but it also affected his other best friend, Lil Baby, where it would be tweeted, "Once y'all learn the effects of Gunna snitching in that YSL Rico trial, then you'll realize why Thug and Baby will never be cool with him again." As I was able to find the reason why. The Atlanta police wrote, the head of Georgia's PD Council's team unit says that his office is preparing to defend against a potential Fort PF Rico, with the official paperwork name-dropping Lil Baby.
I'm gonna tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were gonna get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. You doing the math? You see why Lil Baby was moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county state watch.
But what's even more concerning was they had a court hearing for the potential 4PF Rico case where the police mentioned the evidence. An investigator wrote, "Investigator Vivriero is on the stand. We are listening to wiretap calls. Someone mentioned that Lil Baby had tickets on some people's head. This means that Lil Baby placed money to have people dealt with, similar to Lil Durk's M for Hire."
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by a price? What do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested? And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
The investigator who obtained the wiretap call, Investigator Viverierdo, is the same lady that Young Thug dissed earlier on in this video. And it's the same lady Gunna made his plea deal with.
Y'all just got done hearing a whole lot of negativity, so I'm gonna have to end this video on a positive note. Y'all been hearing what these dudes been talking about on the internet, and I know you wondering, when is they ever gonna shut up? Is it really that big of a deal? Why are people concerned about Young Thug snitching and Gunna snitching or whatever the case is? The truth of the matter is, a lot of people be out here fronting. A lot of people move to Atlanta so they can front. They can't front in their hometown because there's too many people where they used to live at that know them for who they truly are. So they come to Atlanta, be fronting, acting like they something they not. Now they gangster, now they tough, and they was never that in their hometown. And it's looking like that's finally gonna come to an end. A lot of people move to Atlanta to get their music careers started, their beauty careers started, their booty careers started, whatever they trying to do, they move to the A so they can put on a big old front. With the YSL trial, I think that was the start of an end of an era to where people can't just come to Atlanta and front, because we all know that it's a front. The gig is up. So many rappers claiming that they from Atlanta. So many out-of-towners claiming that they from Atlanta. I live in Atlanta right now. I ain't got nothing but love for the city, but I never came down here to front. I really came down here to support black-owned businesses until I found out that these so-called black-owned businesses not even black-owned, because so many people out here fronting. But it is what it is. I think that's the silver lining in all of this that's going on with Young Thug. People finally starting to realize and see that the people that you thought was real ain't even really real like that. So your best bet is to be real with yourself.